We are a silent film. We're looking forward to coming over, playing Optimus Alive Festival, very exciting, in July on the 11th. And we look forward to meeting all of you there in Lisbon.
Boas então, aqui Vasco Palmeirim, boas, em inglês good. Vasco Palmeirim com uma banda que vai estar, uma grande banda, se me permite dizer, que vai estar no Optimus Alive. São os a silent film ingleses. Aqui estão. Hi guys, thank you for receiving us here in London. This is not London. This is where are we?
Yeah, it's near London. It's near London.
Near London, yeah. Where are we? This is Oxford. It's not quite Oxford.
It's almost Oxford.
Okay.
Almost.
So
Oxford.
we're almost in Oxford, and I'm here with the silent film. And guys, I'd like you to start. You are going to introduce each other. I think you can introduce Ali.
Okay.
Okay. You will introduce the guy to your left.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this one is.
This is Ali, round the corner. And he plays the bass. Bassista.
That's right.
Excellent.
And what?
You're bassista.
And he enjoys, he likes to cook and play bass, and that's it. Those are the only two things he does.
Would you like to retort?
He's pretty fair, he knows me pretty well.
Okay.
They live together.
Hey, steady on.
Well, Hallie, who is this guy?
This is Rob. He is the main guy. He is an extremely talented pianist, multi-instrumentalist, and he doesn't cook ever.
That's true.
That is true.
That is true. This is Lewis. He is our guitarist and glockenspiel player. And the glockenspiel skills have been about 2 weeks old at the moment, and we're looking for vast improvements tonight.
Excellent. Sure. Alright, this is Spencer. He is the baterista.
Baterista.
There we go. He likes to cook sometimes. When Ali can't be bothered. So I know you guys, you played in different bands, you met in school, right?
Yeah.
What made you leave those bands and be just a new band? Play with each other, what made you do that?
There was definitely one other band that we were in that I was fronting it, just singing, and I wanted to play more instruments, and sort of few too many members in that band for what we wanted to do. We wanted to just kind of streamline, play something really important that kind of made much more sense. And, just really natural progression. We just turned into this band.
And I know you guys started playing cover songs by Nirvana, by Smith. I know we had the small talk telephone. He said that you guys played all the Siamese Dream album.
Yeah, that would be his influence.
Yeah.
I also seem to remember learning 18 Green Day songs in one day as well. That was impressive.
But what made you play your own songs?
I think it's just the natural progression. You know, we realised that you start playing together for fun, and then you realise that maybe it's actually starting to sound okay. You know, we figured out that actually we sounded pretty good together, and then I guess you just decided to start. You probably wrote a song,
And I decided to make you play them.
And suddenly, you know, I used to have a life, we used to have fun, and then suddenly, you know, we're in this band, and all we have to do is play music, and it's, yeah, so.
What is the feeling of going to a music store, and you guys look into the shelves, and there's our CD, there's our album. Can you describe the feeling?
I was on Oxford Street the other day, and it just, you know, it was an HMV. Had to just see if it was there, and it was there, and it is good. It does put a smile on your face.
Oxford Street is the big street in London.
Yeah.
Just to explain.
Yeah.
Because
you know, it's like
there's no London Street in Oxford, but yeah, that's just the way London does things.
It's like the biggest record store in the country kind of thing, and you know, you go in there and there's your CD.
I think because it was the first album, it's probably totally different to any other album you ever make again in your life. Because the first album, you've been working on material for upwards, you know, we're almost 4 years. We've been trying to figure out which direction we wanted to go and what our sound was going to be, and And so some of the songs had quite a long history, you know, almost some of them maybe a year old, or the idea was a year old. And so that was tough, I think, making everything sound cohesive and sound like a record. Because I think the next album, we already have a much clearer idea of kind of, well, that's the sound of this album, so where do we take that? So it was tough to do that, but then in the studio it all came together really easily.
For those who are watching over there and haven't heard you guys play, how can you describe your song, your music?
Large.
Massive.
People always say things about the epic sound of the songs, but I don't know. To me, that's just what a band should sound like often.
Yeah.
It should just be something that really grabs you, and it's important that there's a real deep artistic side of the band that you can really get your teeth into. It can perhaps, I mean, it sounds so ridiculous, but perhaps it can almost change your life, your experience of that music. So to us, that would be like a major part of what we're trying to do, is just give people an experience that they can take away from it.
Yeah.
Experience that people can have on the Autumn is Alive Festival, July the 11th.
Yes.
Sleeping Pills, the opening track of your album. You have a great line called, I have to check my cell phone here. I left behind all the things I love. Did you leave behind many things you love in order for this band to come to life?
Yeah, not to really make your question really pointless, but I would say no. We've been very fortunate. We've been able to stay in Oxford with the people we've grown up with, and the band has just come naturally out of that. So that song is purely it's a strange thing. It's about putting yourself in a position that feels slightly alien to you. Not that I'm saying that we did to make the record, but it's just a sort of hypothetical.
Okay. You're going to Portugal. Is it the first time you guys are going to Portugal?
Yeah, I think I went to the Algarve when I was about 8.
Okay.
But I don't really remember it. I remember it being hot.
Yeah.
I went to Faro.
You went to Faro.
You were hot or the Algarve?
I was not hot.
Okay.
I was probably 8 and very scrawny and probably a bit ugly, actually. But how things have changed.
Okay.
You know. I hear Portugal's still hot, but
yeah, and July really hot. And you guys, I think, are going to play in the afternoons.
Yeah, we heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What can you say in Portuguese? I know you've practiced your Portuguese.
I think this might be right, but I want to say, eu sou baterista.
Eu sou baterista.
I'm
the drummer, right?
I am the drummer. That's all people will need to know about me.
Man, you're the front man. You're the lead singer. You have to talk to the crowd. What can you say in Portuguese?
I'm gonna have my headphones on all the way down. We're driving. It's gonna take us 2-3 days to get there. I'm gonna nail the language. The whole thing.
Yeah, we decided we're going to take one of those language CDs in the van. 3-day drive. We'll all be repeating phrases in the van. You know, I want to see something like Mi nome é.
Eu chamo-me.
I'm wrong.
No one says o meu nome.
Okay.
Eu chamo-me. I'm called. Eu chamo-me.
You should.
You're not gonna use that. It's gonna be July in Portugal. It's just so hot.
I'm going to say baterista Superbook. Done.
Imagine. Do you have radio in the van?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're in you're traveling. You listen to the radio, and then there's a silent film song on the radio.
Yes.
What do you do? Do you put the volume louder? Do you change the channel? Do you analyze the song? Do you analyze the song and say, I think this could be better?
Yeah, for radio we should have edited it. You know,
I hate this bit of the song. I should just chop that out.
No.
Has it happened?
I think you do what every band does, which is you pretend that it's like not a big deal, but actually you're sitting there and everyone's quiet. You know, you've been talking, then you hear it and everyone's like, oh yeah, it's the song. Like, that's cool. But then everyone's quiet and they're like, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. Oh yeah, I like that. But, yeah.
Have you guys heard the song and thought, man, I wish we could have written this song?
Every day.
Every day.
What was the last song that happened to you guys? You heard the song and you thought, should have been us.
So maybe Wolf Like Me by TV on the radio. I'm not saying it sounds that similar to us, but I would love to have written that song. Yeah,
I told Rob, I asked him a question once, which band would you like to cover one of your songs?
I said TV on the radio.
You said TV on the radio, and I said they're going to play the Optimus Festival. You
Can't wait.
We'll send them a CD. We'll send them a CD and see what happens.
Just to wrap things up, I want you to look at the camera and just tell the Portuguese MySpace internet viewers what can they expect of your concert on the Optimus Festival.
Expect big English things. Big, bit of piano, some nice melodies.
Come on, talk about the drums. You love talking about the drums.
Loads of drums. And there's one song in particular, Portugal, that I think you're going to love. It's called Firefly in My Window. It's a new song, no one knows it, and it's not on the album, so we probably shouldn't be playing it. But it's all about the drums, and I think it's going to be very special in Portugal, especially.
Eu sou o Vasco Palmeirim, estou aqui com o Silent Film. Grande abraço.